What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com recapping the news, and in this video, like always, we have a bunch of news, but a few that stand out more than others. Now, before I give you the highlights, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, as for some of the highlights, we have a release time frame for the Off-White Air Jordan 5 in sale. As well, we have details on the Air Jordan 1 High OG Satin Snake. Also, we have a lot more news from Jordan Brand, a few things from Nike, and a lot more from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. During the month of April, we have several Adidas Yeezy releases to look forward to. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, more than likely, some of these dates will be pushed around. As you guys know, that's the theme from all the brands, and it's for obvious reasons. Now, each pair does have a specific date, but one of them doesn't, and that would be the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Cinder Reflective. They are expected to release sometime in April for 220, we just don't know a date as of yet. The next shoe is the Adidas Yeezy 700 V3 Alva, I believe that's how you say it. Now, this pair is set to release on April 11th, and the retail price will be $200. The second Yeezy Boost 350 V2 to release during April is the Linen, and they'll drop on April 18th for $220. Last up for the month is the Yeezy 700 MNVN Bone. Now, this pair drops on April 25th, and the retail price will be $220. New images of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zion has arrived, and honestly, I kinda like them. Yes, they're a bit on the plain side, but that is the theme most of the time for the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. As you can see, it features black, white, and gray throughout. Black lands on the stripe, running across the panels. We have gray around the ankle. A bluish tint hits the midsole, and then we have a gum rubber outsole. Currently, there isn't a release date for this pair, but they are expected to release this summer. It could be sooner than that, and the retail price will be $220. In the last video, I spoke on a Yeezy Boost 350 V2 being called Grey Gum. Now, the actual name for the shoe is Israfil, and this appears to be another biblical release from Kanye West. So, Israfil is the angel who blows into the trumpet before Armageddon, though he is not the angel of music. Though unnamed in the Quran, he is one of 4 Islamic archangels. Now, everything else in the previous video I mentioned pretty much stays the same. They feature mostly gray throughout the upper, and they do have hits of beige. In addition, we have tan across the side stripe and a gum rubber outsole. No set release date for this pair, but they are expected to release this summer, and the retail price will be $220. Starting to release is a new Nike Air Penny 5, and this pair comes dressed in black and silver. Constructed with mesh and nubuck across the upper, while mainly featuring all black. Following, we have silver on the trimming, Penny logo on the tongue, insoles, and heel, amongst other branding and words throughout. Now, we also have a zebra-like pattern on the midsole, which is black and silver, so not quite like a zebra, but it does look white in certain angles. Lastly, we have 3M on the swoosh, located on the lateral side. Now, if this pair is something you're interested in buying, they are available now at Jimmy Jazz, and the retail price is $160. We have another new colorway of the Nike SB Dunk Low to look forward to, and this pair is being called Laser Orange. Going over this pair, they feature white leather across the base, and then we have laser orange on the overlays while constructed with suede. Navy patent leather lands on the swoosh and heel, while the same shade covers the liner and tongue branding. Other details includes a white midsole and a translucent outsole. Unfortunately, we don't have a set release date for this pair, but they are expected to release sometime during May. Now, this pair isn't as vibrant as some of the other releases that I've recently talked about, but I'm actually a fan of them. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And overall, if you're more of a fan of Nike SB as of late, I know it's a very hype beast question, but I know a lot of people collected Nike skateboarding back in the day and then they stopped, and now there's a lot of people picking it back up, which I'm all for as long as Nike skateboarding keeps bringing out good releases. Official images of the Air Jordan 1 Mid multicolor has landed, and this pair will be releasing this week. Although Jordan Brand hasn't labeled this shoe an Easter release. I mean, it comes in spring colors as well as pastel shades, which aligns with Easter, but it drops just before the holiday. So going over this pair, they feature a white, black, light bulb, team orange, purple nebula, and illusion green colorway. So basically a multicolor shoe. You also have suede, nubuck, and leather used throughout. It also looks like patent leather is on the swoosh. And then the most simple part about this shoe is the midsole, which is done in white, and the outsole, which is done in black. April 9th is the release date. Retail price is $125, and they are releasing in women's sizing. And as for the size range, they'll be available up to a women's size 12, which is a men's size 10.5. During 2020, Jordan Brand created a lineup of player exclusives using the Air Jordan 1, and each comes in an exotic theme. So far, we've seen pairs for Oklahoma, UNC, Florida, and Michigan, and now we take a look at the Georgetown Hoyas pair. This look is thanks to English sole, and going over the shoes, once again they feature a mixture of croc and stingray, as well as premium cracked leather. As for the colors used, they come dressed in the Georgetown Hoyas theme, and then on the left tongue we have the Georgetown G, and on the right tongue we have Nike Air branding. I've been a fan of all the Air Jordan 1 college PEs that we've seen this year. I think the whole exotic look is something different. I just hope that one day we'll see at least one of these hit the market, but unfortunately, these won't be releasing anytime soon. Now, there is a possibility that a size will pop up on eBay, but if that does happen, expect this pair to cost anywhere from $2,000 all the way up to $5,000. Coming soon is a new Air Jordan 34 Low colorway, and this is actually a player exclusive for Guo Alun. Now, I apologize if I mispronounce it, and even though it's a player exclusive, they will be releasing to the public. Now, this pair features various bright shades throughout. We have green on the toe and a shade of pink on the heel, while yellow lands on the eye stay. And then on the panels as well as the tongue, we can somewhat see a polka dot theme. Now, moving towards the heel, on the right heel we have Guo's logo, and on the left heel we have a Jumpman logo. Both are done in silver, and then finishing the look is white on the midsole and most of the outsole. Currently, there isn't a specific release date nor a retail price, but they are expected to release sometime this month. Earlier in the year, Jordan Brand released the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Varsity Red. A lot of people were calling them reverse spread. I'm sure you guys remember that shoe. Now, although I feel that Jordan Brand dropped the ball on them, they're still a really nice shoe. And when I say drop the ball, they made them so limited that you either had to be in Chicago or pay resale. There was a few places that released online, but nothing like how it should have been. Now, coming soon, Jordan Brand is releasing a similar theme, this time on the Air Jordan 1 Low. Now, it won't feature Nike Air branding on the tongue, but what I've noticed is a lot of people don't mind as much. And there was a time where if they had a Jumpman on the tongue and not Nike Air, a lot of people would pass on it. But taking a closer look, they feature red on the overlays, as well as the swoosh, Jumpman on the tongue, and outsole. Black lands on the laces, tongue, liner, toe box, panels, and then the wings logo on the heel. Finishing this pair off is a white midsole. So honestly, they look good. I'm not a huge fan of the Air Jordan 1 Low. I don't think they look good on me, but I do know that there is a lot of people that do like the low. Now, as for a release date, there isn't one available. They're expected to release sometime this spring, but if I had to guess, there won't be a set release date. This shoe will just debut randomly. We'll probably start seeing it drop on Nike.com in the next month, maybe month and a half, and the retail price will be $90. Let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comment section below. We have a few small updates for the Off-White Air Jordan 5 Cell. One of them, and probably the least exciting, is the color description. We do have it now. It features Cell, Fire Red, Muslin, and Black. I'm sure you guys don't really care about that, but what we do have is a time frame. Now, this pair is said to release sometime during holiday 2020. Early on, this pair was rumored to release. We've also heard that it's going to be very limited, but that could change. Now, the black and metallic pair, it was still limited, but initially I heard that this pair was going to be more limited than the black and metallic pair. With the release being so far out, it looks like that has changed. There will probably be around the same amount of numbers, but you guys already know how it is with anything Off-White. It sells fast, you need a bot, and a lot of luck on your side. Also, not only will these be available in adult sizes, but in full family sizing. So grade school, preschool, and toddler sizes will also release, which in my opinion is a plus. But other than that, retail price for the adult sizing is $225. Currently, the retail prices for anything below that is unknown, but that should be available in the next several months. And that pretty much does it for this pair. And honestly, I wasn't supposed to say much on this. There's a lot of shoes that are going to be canceled because of the coronavirus, and they're not going to be able to meet production timeframes. They do have a lot of exciting stuff that is releasing, but as you can see, everything is getting pushed back. So hopefully this isn't one of the pairs that will be scrapped. More than likely it won't. I'm pretty sure this pair is good to go, but if anything, it's possible we could see them pushed back. Let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comments section below, and let me know which pair do you like better, the Cell or the black metallic Off-White Air Jordan 5. Last up, we have another satin Air Jordan 1 High OG set to release this summer. Now, before I get into things, this is a Photoshop, so we don't know how the actual color blocking will look. It could be like this, it could be like the Black Toe, or something new. Now, this is just to use for visual representation, but what we do know about the shoe is that it will come dressed in a gym red, white, and black colorway. While that can match up with the Chicago or the Black Toe release, more than likely Jordan Brand has something different in mind. However, I would love to see the shoe release, and just like the name suggests, they will come with satin as well as snakeskin texture. Now, as far as the location of all of that, it's up in the air as of now. We should be getting a first look in the next maybe 2 to 3 months. It all depends on if these are going to be limited or a GR. Now, I don't want to say that Jordan Brand let a lot of people down with this because we don't know how they're going to look, but this is a women's release. And don't get me wrong, shout out to all the women out there. I feel like this pair should be available in both men's and women's sizing. At the very least, have it available in extended sizing because a lot of people will miss out on this. So the release info, as of now, August 15th is the release date. As you guys already know, this can be pushed forward or back, but if anything, it'll be pushed back. And the retail price will be $170. Personally, I'm going to wait until I get excited about this release just because I don't think we're going to get a Chicago color blocking. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you pick these up if Jordan Brand releases them exactly like this Photoshop? And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on sneakerfiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. I think tomorrow or the next day I planned on releasing the April Air Jordan release dates video. That's if you guys still want to see it. I had planned on dropping it today, but I felt that there was some news that needed to go out before that, so I got this video out instead. So let me know if you still want to see that. If so, I'll publish it either Tuesday or Wednesday. As well, let me know if there's anything you liked in this video. Leave it in the comment section below. And before I get out of here, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.